administrative state is a criminal enterprise. They've taken our money, they've used it basically for money laundering, they've run money through these NGOs, you know, they pay for some kind of homosexual app for some telephone out in Africa, you know, they're paying for condoms for Hamas, you know. I don't have a problem with Sesame Street. I like it okay, but number one, the government shouldn't be paying for it. Number two, you certainly shouldn't be paying for it in Saudi Arabia. The thing that's maybe angriest they've exposed is that this FEMA that let our North Carolinians down in Western North Carolina, FEMA spent millions and millions of dollars to put illegals up in fancy hotels in Manhattan, while my fellow veterans are dying on the street. The deep state is a criminal enterprise we've got to take account aggressively. Our people are seeing that. When I talk about abolishing the IRS, our people go crazy. Because, you know, if you stop and think about it, the reason that they've been able to waste all this money is because in 1913, not only was the 16th Amendment passed, but the first permanent federal income tax was passed. So they're taking this money and they basically, you know, abused it and used it for criminal purposes. If you stop and think, I mentioned the interview that Joe Rogan did with President Trump. If you think about the greatest industrial explosion in the history of the United States occurred between 1880 and about 1913, when there was zero income tax at all. The greatest industrial explosion ever. And then they bring the income tax in, and Woodrow Wilson starts this, the world must be safe for democracy BS. The Constitution of the United States does not use the word democracy. Article 4, Section 4, this Constitution shall establish for the states a Republican form of government. That's why we're Republicans. If we're going to be Republicans, we've got to understand what that means. That means limited government, these checks and balances against government. We understand there's a limited purpose for government, but checks and balances are what the Constitution is all about. So our people are ready for that. If you eliminate the personal income tax and eliminate the corporate income tax, can you imagine how fast these companies that have left our country will flood back into this nation? And it will happen so fast, it'll make your head spin.